Welcome everyone, Lance Gervex here. I just want to speak about the unseen worlds most people never think about. And from young, maybe because of my imagination, I've always been aware that there's more than meets the naked eye. I'm an artist, so I do have a very big imagination, but that imagination and my sensitivity has helped me so much to see beyond what most people see. That being said, I'll say this. Most people go through life believing that what they think and feel belongs entirely to them. They assume that if they feel sad, anxious, angry, confused, drained, or emotionally heavy, those feelings must have originated from somewhere inside of themselves. But what if that isn't always true? What if some of the emotions we carry every day have been picked up from the people and environments around us? That's something I always thought. We live in a world that places us in constant contact with other human beings. Whether we're walking through a grocery store, sitting in a restaurant, riding public transportation, attending school, going to work, standing in line, or simply moving through crowded spaces. We are constantly interacting with people we know nothing about. We may never exchange a single word with them, yet many believe there is still an invisible exchange taking place. And I happen to be one of them. I do believe that there is an unseen exchange. Many spiritual traditions teach that every living thing possesses an energetic field. Human beings, animals, plants, and even the environments we create are believed to carry a unique energetic signature. According to this perspective, we are not simply physical bodies moving through space. We are energetic beings constantly influencing and being influenced by the world around us. Whether one sees these ideas as spiritual truth, personal experience, or simply a useful way of understanding human interactions, there is no denying that people affect one another. We have all walked into a room and immediately felt tension without anyone speaking. We have all been around someone whose positivity lifted our mood, or someone whose negativity seemed to drain the life right out of us. We've all experienced that. The modern world teaches us to focus almost entirely on physical cleanliness. We wash our hands, we brush our teeth, we shower our bodies. But very few people stop to consider whether there may also be a need to cleanse the emotional, mental, and energetic residue we collect from our daily encounters. Many people believe that our energy extends beyond the limits of our physical bodies. I believe that also. From this perspective, every interaction becomes more than a simple physical encounter. It becomes an energetic exchange. As far as I'm concerned, the energy of a person, if they're positive and strong with it, It extends more than the so-called 8 to 10 feet. It can extend out 50 feet, 100 feet. At the core, it is powerful. The same goes for a person who is inherently evil. You can feel it. It can extend out not just 8 to 10 feet, but it can extend out 40, 50, 100 feet and beyond. As a child, which children are more receptive to the energies, they don't know how to explain it. But when they look at a person, they're usually honest in what they feel because they don't have their own internalized venom, which influences what they see. The same way, a person can be positive, but they can be weak in their positivity, and their aura of positivity may be only a foot or two outside of their physical bodies because they're just now learning how to harness that and help it to grow. There's so many variables and factors with this that in my studies I've learned, and in my intuitions also. I can see it. Think about how many people you pass in a single day. The stressed out cashier, worried about paying her bills. The exhausted mother, trying to hold her family together. The angry driver, carrying frustration from a difficult morning. The depressed employee, silently battling inner struggles. The fearful person, worried about their future. The anxious student, overwhelmed by life and studies. Most of these people never tell you what they're carrying, yet some believe the emotional state can still affect the atmosphere around them. This may help explain why you can walk into a room feeling perfectly fine and leave feeling emotionally exhausted. Sometimes it seems as though certain environments pull energy from you, while others replenish it. Some conversations leave you inspired, while others leave you mentally drained for hours or even days. The exchange does not always have to be negative. Joy spreads, hope spreads, confidence spreads, peace spreads, love spreads. But fear also spreads. Anger spreads. Anxiety spreads. Despair spreads. Human beings are far more connected than most of us realize. Have you ever spent time with someone and felt completely exhausted afterward? Perhaps they constantly complain. Maybe they focused on every problem and never discuss solutions. Perhaps they carry unresolved pain that influences every conversation they have. Some people enter a room and immediately bring tension with them. Others enter a room and instantly create a sense of calm. Many people have experienced relationships where they felt emotionally depleted despite having done nothing physically demanding. This is one reason why learning to protect your peace is so important. Not every person who enters your life deserves unlimited access to your mind, your emotions, your attention, or your spirit. Some individuals are carrying years of unresolved hurt. Others are carrying bitterness, jealousy, resentment, fear, or self-hatred. When these emotions dominate a person's life, they can affect the atmosphere around them. That does not make them bad people. It simply means that pain often seeks an outlet. Unhealed wounds frequently spill over into the lives of others, especially when you have your life under control. After spending an entire day interacting with the world, most people return home believing they have left everything behind. But have they? Many spiritual thinkers believe that people often bring the energetic residue of their daily experiences back into their personal space. Every stressful interaction, every negative encounter, every emotionally charged situation. This is why many people describe their homes as either peaceful or heavy. A home can begin to reflect the emotional habits of the people living inside it. If arguments constantly occur in a certain space, many people report feeling tension there, even when nobody is arguing. If a home is filled with love, gratitude, and harmony, visitors often notice that atmosphere immediately. Our surroundings influence us more than we ever could realize. This is why creating a peaceful environment matters. Clean spaces, fresh air, quiet reflection, prayer, meditation, positive music, meaningful conversations, laughter, gratitude. These practices help transform a house into a sanctuary. Your home should be the place where your spirit can rest from the demands of the outside world. Many people report feeling refreshed after taking a shower. Most assume this feeling comes entirely from physical cleanliness. But many spiritual traditions suggest something more may be happening. According to these beliefs, water serves as more than a physical cleanser. It also symbolizes renewal, release, purification. The shower becomes a ritual of letting go. Whether the idea is literal or symbolic, the practice can be powerful. As the water runs over your body, you are intentionally releasing the stress, frustration, anxiety, disappointment, and emotional residue collected throughout the day. Instead of bringing the day's burdens into your bed, you leave them behind. Many who practice nighttime cleansing believe it helps create a separation between the outside world and their personal sanctuary. Even if someone does not believe in auras or energetic attachments, there is wisdom in ending the day with a conscious act of release. People often focus on the energy of individuals while ignoring the energy of the environments around them. Think about hospitals, courtrooms, airports, schools, prisons, nursing homes, funeral homes, and busy city streets. I can go into detail about the prison and jail experience and the energies that are there. Every location carries its own emotional atmosphere. Thousands of people pass through these spaces carrying their fears, hopes, worries, grief, excitement, and stress. Over time, many people believe these emotional experiences leave an imprint on the environment itself. And yes, I do believe that. Have you ever entered a building and immediately felt uncomfortable for no obvious reason whatsoever? Have you ever visited a place and felt a deep sense of peace before anyone spoke? Many people have had these experiences, whether explained through psychology, intuition, memory, spirituality, or energy. Our environments affect us more than we often realize. Young children frequently notice things adults dismissed. They may instantly like someone adults are unsure about. They may avoid someone who appears perfectly pleasant on the surface. They often respond to how a person feels rather than how a person presents themselves. As people age, they are taught to ignore many of their intuitive impressions. They learn to trust appearances more than instincts. Yet many adults can recall moments when their first impression proved correct. Sometimes, the deepest wisdom is not intellectual. Sometimes, it's intuitive. Learning to listen to that inner voice may help us recognize people, places, and situations that support our well-being as well as those that do not. The modern world is louder than it has ever been. News cycles operate 24 hours a day. Social media exposes us to endless conflict. Advertising constantly demands our attention. Negative information floods our minds from every single direction. In such an environment, protecting your peace is no longer optional. It's very much necessary. Not every argument deserves your participation. Not every battle deserves your attention. Not every opinion deserves a response. Not every person deserves access to your energy. Sometimes the strongest thing a person can do is disconnect from chaos long enough to reconnect with themselves. Protecting your peace is not selfish. It's survival. At its core, energy awareness is really about self-awareness. It's about recognizing how people, places, habits, conversations, media, and environments influence your state of mind. It's about becoming intentional regarding what you allow into your life. It's about understanding that your emotional and spiritual well-being deserve the same level of care as your physical health. Whether one believes in auras as literal energetic fields or simply views them as a metaphor for human influence, the lesson remains the same. Be mindful of what surrounds you. Be mindful of who surrounds you. Protect your peace, protect your mind, and most of all, protect your spirit. Because in a world where everyone is carrying something, the greatest responsibility you have is making sure you do not lose yourself while carrying what was never yours to begin with. The world is full of invisible influences. Some lift us higher, while others quietly pull us downward. Most people spend their lives focusing only on what they can see, while ignoring the unseen forces that may shape their thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Whether you view energy as a spiritual reality, a psychological phenomenon, or a combination of both, there is value in becoming more conscious of your daily interactions. Awareness is the first step toward protecting yourself. The people you spend time with matter. The environments you occupy matter. The information you consume matters. Everything leaves an impression. That's why creating daily rituals of renewal is so important. Whether it's prayer, meditation, exercise, reflection, solitude, nature, or simply taking a shower before bed. These practices help you release what no longer belongs to you. In a world filled with noise, confusion, and emotional overload, your greatest act of self-respect may be learning how to return to yourself at the end of every single day. Make sure you don't bring anything home that doesn't belong to you. It's so easy to think we're clean physically, but we brought home all different types of confused energies. Even the good energies mixed with the bad energies. You want to clear everything off. Make sure to create a sanctuary out of your home. Whether your home is a one-bedroom apartment, one room, or a mansion, make sure the energy there is something that reinforces strength, peace, and positivity. This is something I make sure to do, and this is why when I go out into the outside world, I'm well protected, replenished, and when I come home, I make sure to take that shower and get into my own meditation to reconnect with myself. And this is one thing that makes life even sweeter, because you don't have to carry those unseen burdens. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something from this or relearned something from this. It's all about positivity and ascending and making ourselves better the next day or tomorrow than we are today. What more can you ask? Much love to you all. Lance Scurv out. On to the next one. Leave your comments down below. Peace.